Okay, so today I'm just going to use a black pencil, and then maybe I'll use some brown, but yeah. So first I'm going to assign size of the body, and then the size of the head, more or less. And there's here a leg. Yeah, I feel like the body I made it too big. I'm just gonna make it a bit smaller. Then here's the nose, and of course baby deers have bigger eyes, so lucky me, this time I can make big eyes and not worry about it. Also here are gonna be the ears. I know right now the drawing looks kind of creepy, but it will eventually start to take shape, like all the drawings I have. They're not perfect, but eventually they start getting into shape and they start looking like what I want them to look. Okay, here's one leg. It's doing this loopy thing, and then here's his cute bum. Nothing too sexy, as it's a baby, just cute. Okay, and then here's the other leg that's like coming this way. Okay, now let's concentrate on the face. Yeah, I think I made the ears maybe a bit too big, but once again, not worried about it, because I kind of like them to have big ears and big eyes. And now this side here is round. This one here is a round one too, and you can see like some of the lashes. And then for the nose, there's like this dark spot right in the middle, and then there's like these spots. I mean, like, that's the main difference between a roe deer as far as I've seen. They've got like these black sides, and then this cute mouth here that's like white. So that's mainly the only difference between like a normal deer and this one, and that this part of the forehead is also darker than normal deers. I don't know if the plural of deer is deer or deers. Anyway, we're gonna go with that for now. I'll have to look it up later on. Yeah. So this is pretty much the first rough sketch. I'm going to make this paw a little bit bigger. Just make it connect to this one, and then this one goes here. Oh, it doesn't look bad. I thought it would look worse than right now. Like all baby deers, this one has like small spots on its back. I'm going to go on with pen now, because I want to define some lines. So once I start filling in, shading in, I'm gonna try to keep these edges clean. Right now this is looking quite cute. I wasn't expecting it to look this cute. I was expecting it to look creepier, and then eventually to get nicer. But this one looks pretty nice. Okay, my cat found some candies I had hidden in a box, and she's just playing with them. So if you guys hear noises, that's just my cat playing with my lollipops. By the way, yeah, I am a lollipop avid eater. Okay, this is pretty much it. I'm going to define the eyes. Because that's like the darkest part of the entire sketch. And then the nose here, it's got some shine to it. I'm just gonna let it be. What do you guys think? Look kind of creepy, but not bad. Now I'm gonna take a rubber and erase a little bit. Maybe I should wait a little bit for the ink to dry. Let me just take my other eraser. My kneaded one, because it's gonna go better than the soft one. Like, I have this, I think it's cream eraser or just a soft eraser, and of course it erases way more than the kneaded eraser, but it also can smudge ink. Okay, oh, that's pretty cute. I'm just going to try to grab some more of that. There's my baby. She's just attacking the lollipops. Pero qué haces? Loquita. Oh, she's so cute. I just love going to... Okay, so I'm going to use these three colors. There's like a wine red. It's called Capet Morton. Black, just the one that I've been sketching with. We have cobalt blue greenish and brown ochre. Pero qué haces, loca? Toma. Okay, my cat is still bugging me. She's still playing with the lollipops. So I took the bag away from her. Let's see if that's gonna work. I don't know. Well, if you hear any noise in the background, that's just my cat playing with a lollipop. Anyway, back to sketching. So, I am going to start with the blue. I'm just using this as the under layer for where the darkest parts of this deer are gonna be. So it's just a little bit of color here and there. Now this one here has some rough shade. This one here also has a little bit of dark. Some hairs right underneath the chin. The chin is white, and I think this neck should be a bit thicker. Yeah, that was a mistake on my behalf. I should have paid more attention. There's some white spots on this deer, this fawn, because it's not actually a deer, it's a fawn. So I don't know how I'm gonna approach that. I'll probably just take an eraser and try to erase some, or I'll take some white gouache and just apply some spots. Also, I could use a white ink pen if I can find any right now, and I could use those ones too. Okay. This is quite a simple drawing, and I think I'm going to look into making this a watercolor painting, like a bigger one. But for now, let's just play with this one. Now, from this, I'm going to move on to the lightest brown. I like to place first like the darkest shades and then the lightest shades, or the other way around. I also like to add in first the lightest shade and darken from there, go darker and darker, or I tend to put the darkest first and then go lighter from there. And then sometimes I just grab one color, the color that I like most, put that one first, and then try to fix it, because it normally ends up being a disaster. Okay, underneath the eye, it's got this little wrinkle, and then there's a little wrinkle from the mouth to the eye also. well, this brown will pretty much go everywhere eventually. Yeah, just going to add it almost everywhere except the ears. Right now there's a storm outside, so that might be bothering throughout the video. You might hear some thunders. There's no fighting, so there's nobody fighting right now. Just for you guys, just in case you hear like big booms. Nothing is falling. It's just thunder. Okay, so what I see is like the bum part is kind of lighter than the rest of the body. So I'm going to be cautious with how much brown I put around that. It's going to go just a little bit inward. And then this leg is kind of brown. But this part here should stay a little bit whiter. This is also probably one of the darkest parts of the deer. Well, you can see I've added the blue, so yeah. Right now it doesn't look much like a brown. It looks more like yellows and greens. But as soon as I will start to add in the wine color, it's going to start to look brown. And if not, I can just always add in some more, like a brighter red, and that will help also. Okay, going in with the reddish brown, like the wine color. Okay, yeah. You can already see colors coming together. Yeah, maybe I will need another red or an orange, just because if not, the colors are kind of dull. There's no vibrancy, but I don't mind it too much. I kind of find it cute, just like that. Okay, there's a little bit of brown around the eyes, at least around this one, and here, and here. Not too much around this one. This one is pretty clear. So I'm just going to add in some red here. Okay. I don't know if the light is too good. I'm sorry guys for the lighting. Monday is a busy day, and I thought I would manage to draw and sketch before the light went out. Unfortunately, life got in the way and I couldn't do that. So you guys will just have to see it this way. I mean, right now it's not like I have many views, so not many people are watching this, but eventually I hope it will start growing, or maybe not. Maybe it's just gonna stay like this. I'm not gonna mind that either. I pretty much do this for myself, and because I want to get back on track with just sketching and uploading videos, because I remember I used to have lots of fun doing it, and I want to get back to that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for a red color, like a brighter red color. Maybe this one will be too strong. How about this orange glaze? Let's go on with this one, see how it goes. Yeah, much better, much better. Okay, I'm already liking this a bit more. I guess today is gonna be the last day I'm going to sketch a roe deer in this sketchbook. However, I am sketching it in my other sketchbooks because I want to get the hang of it. I want to learn how to do it properly, and I think it's a beautiful, beautiful animal. Why not just have it in my repertoire of animals I can draw? It's not like I feel like I waste more time watching TV, and anytime I'm not spending in front of the TV or on YouTube. Well, I shouldn't say on YouTube because I'm actually doing this for YouTube. But anytime I'm spending on doing things that are not making me grow as a person and as an artist, I feel like I should eventually get rid of them. I like reading books, so I already do that on a daily basis. I also use audiobooks to listen, especially like the hardest books, the ones that are like philosophy and science, the ones that are kind of hard to grasp the concept. I use those ones as audiobooks, and then all like the thrillers and dramas and romance, I read them like paper. So I do that quite a lot. However, the time that has been taken away from drawing has been by reading, and I feel like I'm watching the same quantity of movies and Netflix and entertain myself by watching eBay and these funny people on internet that at the end of the day they're not teaching you anything. It's just a way to relax, and I feel like, well, just by drawing I'm already relaxing, so trying to do that more. Okay, I'm going to add one more layer of ochre, and I think I'm going to stop adding in color. I'm just going to use some white pen or some wash just to add like the white accents, for example on the leg and on the back. And then I'm gonna move on to another sketch. I'm probably not gonna make them in color. I don't know. Don't believe me, because until I get to the point of actually doing something, I'm not sure of everything. And sometimes I think I'm done and then I go back and add in color. It is true, I also mess up many times by adding in those colors. Sometimes, I feel sorry about putting some kind of detail into a drawing after doing it. There's no turning back. However, I'm not mad, I'm not angry at it, because I'm learning every day. I'm doing something like this. So I feel like that's not a waste of time. That's an investment, a time investment into me learning how to draw deers. And I mean, by now I already know that, for example, like what separates this from normal deers is just like the dark crown, to say it in a way, and these nozzle, like these parts here that are like black, those ones also, and like the ears are bigger than other deers. I'm going to make this one thicker. Yeah. So I'm just going to use white gouache here and here, just a little bit on the eye to add in like a little sparkle. And this one here. Wow, huge thunder right now. My cat is gonna be so scared. I mean, not the one that you guys see on video, but the other one, the one that is shy. She's like a scaredy cat. She gets scared of everything, new noises, stuff like that. Okay, I'm not too careful with how I make these spots. As you can see, I'm just adding some, and then I'll take my finger and just dab it and make them random, just like you would do freckles in makeup. I'm just doing them all over, and they seem pretty natural to me. Now, whoever might know how to draw these better than me, they're probably gonna shout at the screen and say, what the heck are you doing, Mirela? But I feel like I don't have to impress anybody. I just have to. This brown, I'll start with brown this time. And I'm going to make like a close-up of a face. Just going to do the head. I feel like then we have the nose here quite far, like just got like a thin face. And I also think the one that I'm drawing right now is like a female deer instead of a male one. And then here I'm going to draw the neck just somewhere like this. Yeah, maybe it should be a bit lower. Then 1 ear here and 1 ear here. So now I'm just connecting them, making them look kind of cute. One eye will be here and the other eye will be here. A female deer is not a baby deer, so it has like a smaller, it has smaller eyes. I feel like there's this wrinkle under the eye that connects to the nose. This should be like a circle, so these eyes should be a bit lower. And this eye here should be something like this, slanted a little bit. Nose here. There's like these black nodules. And then the ear goes outward, upward, creating like a diamond here, and then it goes folded inwards. Yeah. And then this one, upward, outward, the diamond again, just inwards, and circle. Yeah. I know it looks kind of creepy right now, because at least it looks, in my opinion, but it will start to look like a cute deer eventually. Okay, let's move on to just adding the lightest color everywhere, except here, this one around the eye, she's got light, like the lightest light right above the eye. And then this here goes like this. The nose should be a bit thinner. Yep. I'm already liking it more than how it was before. This ear also should be just a bit thicker, rounder and bigger, and then this one just goes outward a bit thinner. Okay, in my sketches normally I don't like to use too much of rubber, but I do tend to do this as a practice. And then, for example, if I use watercolor, I like to first drawing like a rough sketch. Once I have it, I tend to press the pencil a bit more on the darkest parts, and then I just go rolling over it with a kneaded eraser. And sometimes, only sometimes with this rubber, like when there's too much pencil. But then that tends to leave like a greasy residue, and color might not go there as expected. So I tend to stay away from rubbers. And then, for example, in my classroom, I never let kids use rubbers. I know they're like, well, but Mirela, then you use it sometimes. I'm like, well, first you have to learn how to make the mistakes and learn from mistakes, and then you can use rubbers. So this cutie here has a lot of darker parts, especially in the neck. That's something normal. I'm just using rough blocking of colors. I'm going to also leave like the darkest part here on the nose and the crown. I mean the forehead. I don't know if it would be a crown or you just say forehead. I'm just gonna say it like that. And then here, there's this round eye. Beautiful, beautiful eye. I don't even know if I do them justice, but I'll try my best. Then there's like this wrinkle right under the eye that connects to the nose, to the sides of the nose. Okay, going to move on to pen. I know it's a bit early, but I feel like I have to give this drawing some kind of definition because I don't want to mess up the nose. So it has this inwards, and then this part here is like the top lip, and then there's like these dark parts here, and then the bottom lip is just white. I feel like I need to define that now before I move on to doing anything else. And then the head here goes a bit round. This part goes round too. Okay. I feel like I should be happy with this for now. Moving on to color again. Yeah, I'm just adding blocks of pencil. As you can see, I'm not too careful. Just blending in colors. It will eventually look better, I hope. Meanwhile, I'm just playing around with colors. Then here goes upwards a little bit too. I feel like I can see some hairs here, like right above the eyes. I'll worry about those ones a little bit later, but it's just a reminder for me to keep them in the back of my head so I can remember them. Yeah, moving on to my lighter color again, and just blending in that darker shade, those darker shades. As you can see, there's just lots of blending, and I'm not too careful about where I put the colors because I feel like there should be some kind of naturalness to this. I'm also thinking maybe for this last one I'm going to use a blender, like one of those blending sticks where you can just get the colors together and they look much nicer, but that at the very end. For now, we're just gonna build up layers and add in colors. Okay. I feel like here I should be leaving this spot clean and maybe just a little bit here. I went on with color too much. Shouldn't have done it. Yeah, this one I feel like it's a bit too thick. How about we make it a bit thinner? How do I feel about this? A bit better. Yeah. For now, I'm just gonna let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, this needs some red here too. Okay, huge difference between the sketch for today and yesterday's sketch, where you can see here I'm barely pressing the color pencil just because I want to blend in colors, and I'm actually in a better state of mind than I was yesterday. Yesterday I didn't feel sad about anything, however the drawing was just not coming together. I've also tried in my other sketchbooks. They're also not coming together, so I ended up giving up and just going to sleep. Because I feel like when nothing works, that's the best thing I can do. Just give it a break and go and do something else. not watching TV, but okay, I'm going to add just a layer of blue, and then here around the nose, and just the crown here. And I'm going back to this wine red color, and I'm going to once again blend colors. I'm going to speed up this part because it's just blending and blending, and well, it's time consuming. Okay, moving on to pen and just drawing in the eyes, because it's like the darkest part of the entire face. Those big, beautiful, doughy eyes. I'm trying to do them justice. I'm trying to be respectful to the shape of the eye. However, I feel like I'm not doing it justice entirely. But it is what it is. I'm just gonna go with this. Okay, then this eye just goes down. Just adding in ink, lots of ink. I feel like this would be a nice drawing for Inktober. I'll probably go back to Deers 1 or 2 days in Inktober if I decide to participate in it. I feel like it used to be such a beautiful challenge, but because of all the scandal behind it, it has slowly decayed, or it has slowly died, and now people don't really want to participate in that anymore. Such a pity, because I feel like October was such a beautiful month in the art department of YouTube. There used to be just people drawing, and you could really get inspiration from what other people used to draw, and it looked so cute. Okay, I feel like if I'm going to add more to the deer now, I might mess it up, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. I'm moving on to the nose. Sí.
¿Has visto cómo ha caído de fuerte?
No.
Se ha pegado las placas y todo, ¿eh?
Sí.
Se va a pegar el cristal
Ah,
del
eso
agua.
es que ha pegado el aire.
Que se ha pegado. Oye, ¿ya vas a estar grabando o no?
Sí, sigo grabando. Okay, so for now, ¿qué pasa, cariño?
¿No finita?
Estaba, sí, se ha quedado dormida en mi cuaderno. Mira, ven, ven a verla, ven. Mira dónde se ha quedado dormida. Me ha atacado las piruletas. Okay, now that I have defined the okay, now that I have defined the eyes, I feel like I can go back to blending in some more color. And I'm almost finished. I mean, in the end, this is supposed to be a sketchbook. I'm not supposed to make like perfect art masterpieces. So I feel like this is good enough for a sketchbook. I could probably work more on it, make it more beautiful, make it stand out more, but I'm just feeling lazy. So I'm probably gonna stop at some point. And just like every day, I say I'm gonna stop and then I continue. Normally, I tend to stop when I'm on a time crunch. For example, when I see it's almost time, for example, to go to sleep because tomorrow I have to work, or when I know that I'm supposed to be somewhere at a certain point, that's when I tend to stop. If not, I could be just drawing on and on and on. And you might also realize that my sketch sessions, like most of the videos, they're very long. They tend to be 40-50 minutes, and some of them even longer, just because I do like it. I do find it relaxing for me. I'm just drawing these darker lines to define a little bit here and there. Oh yeah, so I was saying that I could be spending time and time on this and it would never be finished for me. However, like I said, I try to set myself a time for each spread of this, and it should not be more than an hour. Right now it's 44 minutes. Of course, not all these 44 minutes are gonna be on the video, because for example, I stop whenever the cat is bothering a lot and I have to remove something from the way so she can let me keep on sketching, or if boyfriend is telling me something. Of course, I'm not gonna put that unless you guys want to see it, but I feel like not everything I do tend to stop, so I put mainly most of the sketching time, I put it on the video, in the video, but not everything will go in it all the time. So yeah, well, I feel like this is it. I'm just going to blend in a little bit more here and there, and then I'll just add the white accents, and I think we'll be finished with the sketchbook spread for today. I'll be looking into this weekend, spending some time with my watercolor and making probably this baby or another font on watercolor paper, like the good quality one, not this crappy one. and just making a cute painting. However, those are time consuming. I know they tend to say that watercolor is fast. Well, it's a fast medium, but you do have to have patience in between layers, and you have to make sure that the layers are dry before you add in any color, because if not, you're pretty much setting yourself for failure. At least it happens to me. I'm one person who lacks patience when it comes to painting sometimes, and I found that oil and watercolor, they're just, you have to have patience. Right now I've been having this commission on my easel for 3 months, and the thing is, the layers are getting thicker and thicker, and it's just taking forever to do that painting, and it's actually stressing me out a little bit. Well, that has also been one of the reasons why I decided, you know what, I'm not going to upload like big pieces anymore. I'm just going to upload a daily sketchbook spread, because some paintings take forever, and I don't have enough memory in my iPad for keeping all that footage, and I also do not keep up with them like on a regular schedule, because I have an entire they pretty much gave me an entire year as a due time for the oil painting, and well, that's a lot of time, but if you're not careful, time just grows on you, and layers of oil, they take a while to dry, so I gotta be constant on that one. And unfortunately, I haven't always been constant. I'm getting back on track, but it's still taking me a while. Yeah, I feel like this one looks quite cute already. Just going to add some blue. Yeah, going to add in some blue here, and the eyes, I feel like they can use some blue too, especially here and here, and then also some blue here, maybe the ears a little bit, not too much because then it's going to be distracting, and then some blue here. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty much it. And now I'm just going to take my wash, and once again just place some accents here and there. First I'm going to start with the mouth, and then these spots here, and then there are like small spots of like moisture here and there. Then I feel like it needs some white here, some white spots here, just to resemble the hairs a little bit. They're not hairs, but they do not look like hairs, but it is what it is. Just gonna go with it. Then here, I feel like it needs some hairs. This is a very old brush, so I'm just using it to scratch in some what might look like hairs. And then I'm going to do this for the eyes. I feel like it almost looks like an eyeliner right above the eye and right underneath the eye. I hope this does not distract too much. It does not get too distracting. But yeah. Damn it! Okay. Thank God that's not acrylic oil, because then it would be really, really messy right now. How do we feel about it? Do we like it? I kind of do. I'm not angry at it, so I feel like we're on the track here. It's not a masterpiece, but it's not bad either. And for a sketchbook, why not? I think it's pretty good. this has pretty much been it, guys, for today. I hope you like it, and I'll see you